is. And, this is spent down here in Nagasaki. Pretty amazing. Some older ships around here as well. Try and see if we can get a shot of the old battleship on our way through this tour here. It might be way up there actually. See if we can zoom in up on it. Might be Battleship Island out there in the middle. Have to wait and see to get a little bit closer here, so I'll get a little bit of a better view here. Coming up underneath the bridge. There we go. Get a better view when we get up there. And over here in the far off distance, you can see a ship out there. And that ship is about to be finished here. The ship will be finished very soon. Over at Nagasaki, this is really well known for building ships. So you see a lot of the shipbuilding places around here in between the mountains, etc. We'll get some more video here in a bit. Alright, so this is probably going to be extremely difficult to see considering there's 100 people here. But coming up on Gunkan Jima. Not sure if we can see this one so well or not. Never seen so many people on the boat here. Well, looks like this isn't going to happen.
まもなくいたしますと右手前方の方には軍艦島Hashimaの姿が見えてまいります。そして右上の方には神社の祠がご覧になれてまいります。Hashima神社でございます。コンピラ様大山積の神という炭鉱の神様2つ祀ってございました。この島の守り神でもございます。残念ながら現在はこの祠のみの現存となっております。
Hard to see here. I'm gonna have to cut and splice the video, I think, a bit. Let's see if we can zoom in here a bit more. Definitely does look like a battleship, hence the name Battleship Island here. This is one of the World Heritage Sites. Pretty amazing to see though here. Beautiful. It's funny to have the other ship there. So let's see how far we can zoom in. Some more footage here in a little bit when we get on the island. So, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so as you can see here, we've kind of gotten on the island. You can see a lot of remnants of where posts used to be here. I guess the oldest building on this island dates back to 1906. See if we can zoom in. It looks like there's some parts that have been blocked off or sealed off over time. A lot of the buildings are, it's amazing that they're still standing here, just looking at them. See the concrete just like crumbling off the pillars here. There's a bit of a different angle over here. Let's see over here. Amazing here. An older guy here talking about his boss here. There's a lot of places, I guess, that you can't visit on the island here just because they're blocked off. So we'll get some more footage on the inside. See you guys in a bit. So this one here right in front of you, this is high school and junior high school here, separated by different floors. So. The other thing about this island here is when there was a school and everything around here, when everyone was working on the island, there wasn't any green, so there wasn't any grass or anything. But 20 years after everyone had left the island, grass and all sorts of stuff just naturally came about. So it just used to be like a concrete village here. Up here at the top here, this is kindergarten. So, very interesting. It's made 60 years ago, so very interesting. Well, we'll go on the inside here and get some more footage. As you can see here, walking along, you can see the motor for a crane right there. Apparently a typhoon recently came along, and because of that it's destroyed a lot of the different buildings around here. We'll get on the inside here and see what we can do.
場所っていうのは具体的に言うとここだけですから、こちらでは建物とそれから暮らしの話をさせていただきます。その前にですね、今歩いてきていただいた道、すべてこれは人が作った場所なんですね。
This whole area is something that this whole island was made man-made. There was nothing on this island before. This is something that was man-made from the ground up. 人が作った観光センターの島です。ご紹介いたします。正面の建物、黒っぽい建物、先ほど触れました。この島で建築学上でいうと最も注目されているとご紹介しました。なぜかっていうと、日本で一番古い鉄筋コンクリートのアパートです。できたのは最長5年、1916年ですから、ほぼ100年前ということです。 Oldest apartment made from concrete. It's about 100 years old.
わからないんですけど、中心部に6メートル四方の吹き抜け中庭があります。ですから仮に上から覗み込んだらこういうこの字型、口の姿をしているということなんですね。ここに四面に部屋が向き合ってます。ワンフロア27階建て140の部屋があります。今でもマンションアパートっていうのは書類ご覧いただきますと必ず構造っていうところがあります。そこに出てくる言葉は RC という言葉、いわゆる鉄筋コンクリートの意味なんですが、その一番最初の集合住宅、つまり日本のマンションは100年前に東京でも大阪でもなくて
So all of the concrete apartments started here. This is where concrete apartments, the idea of concrete apartments started in Japan. Fantastic though. Wind's kind of a little bit strong here.
打ち上げた波が今皆さんいらっしゃるこの辺り上に上がってここに落ちてくるんですね。本当にこの島がしけてくるとどうなるかというと打ち上げた波がこの建物をこれで向こうに行く勢いです。もうそうなるといかんせんもう手の施しようないんですが普段の通常の波の高い時の防波堤の防波堤と思ってください。
So this thing is made up here for
なぜ
the
への字型してるかというと正確に言うとこの堤防がへの字型になっています。それにより抵抗をしている。そして先ほど紹介いたしましたベルトコンベヤーの話が出てきました。そして住居を突き抜けるとご紹介しましたこの建物です。場所は奥から2番目の窓の下の方2階と3階の間に今でも先ほどの大きさの大きな口を開けたままです。そこからベルトコンベヤー突き抜けて24時間364日いらない岩石を落としてました。1日だけ止めてるということです。これいつかというと4月の3日です。これ何でかというと先ほど仙台で羽島神社をご紹介しました。この神社の観光のお祭りが4月の3日にありました。さすがにこの時ばかりは人だけじゃなくて機械も止めていたということです。そして真ん中の建物は今影になってます。階段上がっていって大きな口を開けてます。入って左側のところには奥にはホールがあって、カウンターがあります。とっても立派なダンスホールがあったところです。
Oh, they had a dance hall in here as
モーショ
well.
ンビデオを6年前にここで撮ったんですけど、その時彼らの一番の要求は
It's where V's promotion video was taken 6 years ago.
それぐらい余韻が今でも感じて
They actually were allowed to take some video in here.
この建物のすぐそば向こう側が
Pretty amazing.
席が400あった2階建て
Unfortunately, this... Oh wow, there's a movie theater in here as well. Unfortunately, with this island, the way it is, you can only see about 1/3 of it. So that's a bit of a shame here. You can see the roof there. Rooftop is all kind of breaking away.
今度はこういう形したハの字型の5階建て、8階建ての防潮と波を受ける建物があります。その5階建ての建物の地下には当時のパチンコ屋がありました。
There was a five-floor building, and the bottom was a pachinko place and billiards and sorts of stuff. This was pretty amazing.
この島で最も賑わった通りがありました。当時何と呼ばれたかというと、橋の銀座と呼ばれていました。なぜ銀座っていうネーミングかというと、もちろん当時東京は日本一の人口で、
This thing used to be called Ginza. What used to be called that?
9.7倍の人口密度があったんですね。大変な暮らしがこれからも広がったっていう。
There's a lot of people out here. A lot of people are living out here.
いろんなお話を伺うんですけども、この最後のこの場所に来られたら、一つだけ明らかに他のお客様と違うことがあります。それどういうことかというと、この住居空間をほとんど元島民の方々お写真撮られようとしません。もちろんご自身のバッグで作ります。40年ぶり、45年ぶり、50年ぶりの仕草と間違いないと。ところが今皆さん見ていただいているきっとこの風景ではないのかもしれません。当時やっぱりここに人がいて音があって勢いがあって日本の未来と言われた街がありました。それが今この通りの風景です。
This used to be like a really amazing place, but I mean, now looking at it, it's just so different when compared to what it was in the past here. Just go ahead and get some more video on the way out. See you guys in a few. So if you look right here, you can see all the dash marks on the bottom. This used to be a pool for swimming. It's about a 100-meter pool. It's unbelievable. Still has this, you know, the markings on the bottom of it. Here's a bit of the backside of the building that we were looking at before there. Sorry, I was trying to listen to what the man was saying about the island. Just so much information. And I got sidetracked here as far as speaking goes. But you can see the large holes here. A lot of these holes were created by the wind, the storms, etc. A lot of typhoons coming through here. Quite a bit of some remains. Here's the staircase going up to one of the other buildings over here. Quite amazing to see this in person. Taking a look at the video is probably not going to do it very much justice, but yeah, it's really interesting to know that the concrete here is over 100 years old, and it's still standing, despite all the wind and the natural elements corroding it slowly but surely. So, try and go around and get some more footage from different areas here. See in a little bit. Here's another angle. Take a look at this. It'll be kind of like a 360 degree view. Some other things that the man had mentioned is that, you know, the scenes that you see right now on the island, there's unfortunately no way to preserve it, or no way to preserve the buildings as well. So the scenes and the images that you see here are very likely to change in the near future. So just having this is kind of like a way to preserve, or I suppose just to take record of the way it used to look, is the only way to save what's left of the island. Because unfortunately with the storms, etc., they have no way to make sure that these buildings stay standing. And unfortunately, because of a lot of the storms here, some of these once standing posts here have broken away. You can see some rebar here, probably used for one of the buildings. See if we can get a closer look inside this building here. If you notice, up on the top, there's some reflection going on here, right there, which means that there is water below. So, there's probably a pool of water down there. See if we can get a little bit closer inside the building here. Well, you can see just the iron, what was left of the iron post here, just rusted away. If we can. Fortunately, like I mentioned before, you can only see about a third of the island because of preservation, trying to keep it as preserved as possible. Also, the danger factors, there's a lot of areas that are just bound to break. So, let's see, is there any way to get up inside here? It's kind of like watching the Discovery Channel a little bit. Tons of rusted bent metal everywhere, and stone rubble. So, go ahead and get some more film from a different angle. Here's another way, another place to see. In the background. Alright. So apparently around this area here, this is where they had a lot of the meeting rooms, and this was where the meeting area was. You can notice that the frames are still somewhat located inside the windows here. And there's a staircase here leading up to another meeting room. See a little bit more in the background here. Here, kind of sticking out of the side, you can see some of the remnants of some electrical cables here, especially over here on the side. See how the copper is turned to green oxidization. Probably you can see a little bit over there. Apparently this place was pretty awesome back in the day. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of time that you can spend on the island. They only give you about 20 minutes, I think, to walk around here. And this is part of that 20 minutes. A lot of explanation here. But it is quite interesting to see. Nonetheless, I can't see a lot of this area standing for too much longer. There's a different angle over here. You can see a lot of wood remnants. Hole here. And you can see that motor, once again, or the engine, which is tied to a cable here. So I'm guessing that was obviously used probably for some sort of lifting, like crane kind of machine here to lift the coal out. This was an old coal mining place, so you see a lot of brick laying around here, which is interesting. So, especially in Japan, you don't see a lot of brick houses. Here's another look from the other side. You can see there's some rails here. They used to be used down there at the bottom. It's kind of broken apart. Can't tell what that box is. Could be an old cabinet, possibly. But, and nonetheless here, get maybe a couple more shots in and then we'll call it a video. Hopefully you guys can enjoy this a little bit. Seeing it a little bit. And unfortunately, this is where the time is running out. So, the captain has said that it's time to get back on the ship. So, let's see if we can get a couple more shots here before we have to get back on the ship. Let's see kind of the inside. Just a little bit. A lot of broken wood. Alright, so that's the end here, guys. But just want to show you guys a little bit of a look of Gunkan Jima. It's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon. So thanks for watching. Right now we're taking a bit of a pit stop, and this is Nakashima. You can see this is another island. It's not as old. You can see on the outside here, it doesn't look like it's as old as Gunkan Jima, but it's been used for the same kind of purpose here, used for mining and the such. Here you can see there's the coal mining and a bit of an outline of what the island looks like here. Interesting, nonetheless. I figured I'd throw this one in here as well. But, on the way back, so get some footage on the way back, hopefully, and see you guys in a little bit. And if you can believe it, that's actually not a fish. It's a plastic bag. That looks like a fish. Figured I'd throw this in the video just for fun. Looks like a fish though. And over here in the distance, you can see a statue of Mary and a church here. When Christianity was introduced into Japan, it was huge out here. It's a big white building. building over there. We'll be coming up on the old shipyard here in just a minute, so I'll get some footage of that. We'll be back. Alright, so as you can see here on the left, the wind is really strong, but this is an old ship. It's an old touring ship here that was found in the Philippines. It's an old Japanese one that they're trying to restore. And you can see they're slowly working their way around the ship here, patching it up. It's pretty awesome. Over here, this is where they have a lot of the doing a lot of work on the ships.
明治日本産業革命遺産群の中では最も知名度が高いであろうと思われます。旧グラバー住宅グラバー邸になります。右手前方をまもなくいたしますと、
Just taking a look at this old ship here. It's coming
南
together.
山田地区と申します居留地帯の欧米の方々の住宅地が並んだ場所でござい
They
ます。
said this was made in like the
現在はこの
1960s
中
or
心
so.
部中心街にグラバー園グラバー邸がございます。残念ながら会場の方からグラバー邸本邸をしっかりとご覧になることできませんが、特徴的な六角形黒門型の屋根をご紹介いたします。右手前方をご覧いただきますと、米州楼の建物はちょうど中腹あたり真ん中あたりに見えてまいります。この辺りすでにグラバー園内でございます。そしてグラバー邸でございますが、この米州楼の建物の左の上の方でございます。少し尖ったようなグラバー邸になります。そして右手前方松ヶ井客船国際ターミナルでございます。長崎港の国際ターミナルでございますが、本日は現在世界中で2番目に大きなクルーズ客船、そして我が国日本国内に入港できるクルーズ客船としては最大なものでございます。右手前方コンタモンタチーズと申します。全長は340メートルございます。そして本日はお客様クルー合わせて約5000